Hiya guys, back to my mixer. I'm making a birthday, well, a cake for somebody's birthday. I'm not going to call it a birthday cake because it's not going to be a big fancy one. It's just a cake. And I'm making it in these. I get these from Asda. 2 disposable foil tray bakes. They're the smaller ones that I use. I think they're 7 by 7. I'm going to make 2 of those, pop them on top of each other with some jam and cream in the middle. So it's going to be vanilla. For this I need 3 ounces, 80 grams of Perfect for Cakes, which I get from Aldi. I've just been and got some shopping for Mum. I'll put my video up in a minute. I went to Aldi for my mum, a bit of shopping and some baking stuff for myself. That's 80 grams, 3 ounces of Perfect for Cakes, store, margarine, butter, whichever you like to use. I use Perfect for Cakes because it is perfect for cakes. Just get this butter off my hands. Right. Now you need 10 ounces of sugar, caster sugar or granulated sugar. If you haven't got any caster sugar, granulated sugar will do. That's 10 ounces, that's 280 grams of sugar. It is alright to use granulated sugar if you like. And now I want 240 grams of flour. I'm using plain. You can use self-raising. 240 grams, which is 8.5 ounces. If you're using self-raising, add a teaspoon of baking powder. If you're using plain like me, you add a tablespoon of baking powder. And this is for a vanilla sponge cake, Victoria sponge. So I use a tablespoon of baking powder in with plain flour. Pop that in, put that on to mix on a medium speed, and let your ingredients all combine together. Now you want 240 ml of whole milk. You can use, I've been asked if you can use semi-skimmed. You can use semi-skimmed if you like. I always use whole milk. I don't know why, but I do. 2 large eggs. Pop them in your milk. And this recipe will make you about 16, 17 cupcakes. Or it'll make you a nice round 7-inch sponge cake, or it'll make you a tray bake in the large trays. And you want a teaspoon of vanilla extract in the milk and the eggs. And then give those a whisk. Put your mixer on a very slow speed, on the slowest speed you can, and then start to pour the wet ingredients into your dry ingredients. Leave about a third of your mixture in your jug. Stop your machine and scrape around the sides and the bottom to incorporate all your ingredients so that nothing gets missed out. Scrape around the sides and the bottom, and then add the rest of your wet ingredients and just put that back on a very slow speed just until they're combined. Don't overmix or else it will sink in the oven. Just until everything's combined. Keep your eye on it. Stop. Once they're all combined, stop, because it will sink in the oven if you don't. Right, grease your tins. I use this Coilex spray from Amazon. It's $9.99 a tin. As you can see, it's a large tin and it works well. I've got my oven on 150 degrees centigrade. Mine's an electric fan oven, and I'll leave them in for about 30 minutes before I check them. And as you can see, this recipe makes just enough for 2 of these nice square little tins that I get from Asda. And they're only about £1.10p for 2, I think. And you can use them and use them again. You don't have to throw them away. They're done, guys. They were in for 30 minutes. And perfect. Perfect timing for these little trays.